Hello, weary travelers, and welcome back to the Temple of Kung Fu. As always, I'm your host, the Shaolin Kid, and tonight's tale is Ip Man, the 2008 martial arts biopic based on the legendary Wing Chun martial artist himself, Ip Man, starring Donnie as the man himself, Louis Fan, whom you might know from Rikyo, a film I reviewed a while back, and also legendary kung fu choreographer Sammo, I believe. And this film was actually really fun, and obviously a lot of it is pretty fictional, right? I mean, at least it was supposedly stuff that he did during the Saito-Japanese War during World War II with China and Japan, but, I mean, did he really, get shot in the shoulder after fighting a Japanese general in a tournament? Did he really do that, or was that just, some, dramatics? I mean, if I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. If Ip Man really did get in a fucking tournament with a Japanese general and kick his ass, tell me. Please. I'd love to hear about that. But, not even being sarcastic. But, yeah, this film was really fun, honestly. The choreography was great. I really think that it was pretty funny most of the time, sometimes unintentionally, because of how, ridiculous some things could be. But overall, yeah, the choreography, really well done. I think the story was pretty engaging, although I knew Ip Man was never gonna lose. Because one, he's Ip Man, and two, obviously he's not gonna, die. I knew he wasn't gonna die, because obviously he's alive, and he trained Bruce Lee, and Bruce Lee wasn't even really born yet at this point. So obviously that stuff hadn't happened yet. But even then, I was still invested, because there are other characters who were, not a part, maybe not real people, or they were based off real people, but I didn't know who was going to die and who wasn't. Although most of them survived, there were a couple that surprised me that died. I won't spoil them here, but it was pretty shocking when I first saw the film. And overall, the film is just a good kung fu movie. I think just generally, I mean, although I don't know too much about Ip Man, I feel like the film did him justice by how much of a presence he had, how much swagger Donnie Yen brought to the role in a subdued way, you know what I mean? He was humble swagger, right? You know what I mean? He just had, aura, I guess is how you would describe it. But yeah, and also I love how in every scene he just kicks the shit out of people. And there was one scene where he literally he would 10 against 10 Japanese martial artists, and he just kicked all their asses at the same time, and he just and it was cool, but also funny at the same time. Then he because he was going easy on people most through the rest of the movie, but at this point he really kicked the shit out of them. He broke people's bones, and he stomped on a dude's head, and it was just he fucking butchered them, and it was great. Then he fought the general at the end of the movie, beat him pretty decisively. While the general did get some decent hits in, Ip Man had a pretty decent advantage throughout the entire fight. He kind of had the upper hand almost the entire time. Then the Japanese general had this crazy colonel. His name was Saito or whatever his name was. And he was fucking crazy. The general, while he was evil, right, he was still somewhat honorable, right? He wanted a fair fight. He didn't want to be a coward. He wanted to actually fight Ip Man, because he had the opportunity to just kill him, but he didn't. He wanted to fight him. And he was a little overconfident because he wanted to make an example of him, right? To the Chinese people, that even their greatest heroes don't stand a chance up against the might of the Japanese Empire kind of thing, right? That's he wanted to make him an example, but it didn't work, and he got his ass beat. But the guy Saito just wanted to kill him. He was bloodthirsty and crazy the entire movie. He was he had a stick, and he constantly was beating people with a stick the entire movie. And then he's The general, does he kill the general at the end? Or does he just kick his ass? Yeah, he just kicks his ass. They don't even kill the, like, main villain, the general, at the end of the movie, but they kill Saito because he's so fucking crazy and evil that they had to kill him. Like, it was satisfying to see him get killed. And he shot a man in the shoulder, but he ended up being fine. Moved to Hong Kong, opened up a school. Actually, I did some research. It said that he actually went back to Foshan, whatever. Sorry if I mispronounced that, but if you go, he was back to his town after the war ended. And honestly, he lived up till, I think it was 1973, I believe it was. I don't remember the exact date, but yeah. He just lived until the early 70s. The years, I mean, not his age. But, yeah, I think he was, lived a pretty good life as a legendary martial artist. And probably one of the most legendary, maybe the greatest martial artist, or, like, martial arts master of all time, like, teacher. Because, I mean, he did teach the father of mixed martial arts, Bruce Lee, which would make him, by default, the grandfather of mixed martial arts. Which is pretty neato, right? So, I mean, if you don't know that much about it, man, maybe you could educate yourself. Maybe watch some documentaries. I think this film could be an enjoyable way to get some information on it. But, yeah, I would absolutely recommend this film if you're, a martial arts fan, kung fu fan. If you're just a fan, if you're a fan of Bruce Lee, I think you get a kick out of this because, I mean, he was the teacher of Bruce Lee. And if you just want to watch a fun action movie, like, this film was a good kung fu action movie, and it does have, like, its drama elements, but overall, is good. And also, if you're a Donnie Yen fan, absolutely recommend it. I mean, this film is just, like, a great showcase of his abilities, like, is great. Obviously, his amazing kung fu action scenes, his acting, his performance. He's just got a stage presence that I've mentioned before, but he's just got a presence in the film that nobody else has in the movie, and it's because, like, Donnie Yen is Donnie Yen, right? Absolutely recommended if you're a fan of Donnie Yen. And, yeah. Honestly, I think I'd rate this film like a 7.5 out of 10. Very enjoyable. Had a really good time with it, and, yeah, I think that's what I'd say. I think that's my piece. Thanks for stopping by the temple, guys. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate the support. And, if you like this video, share with friends, subscribe, turn notifications on, comment below how much you liked it. And I've been the Shaolin Kid. Buddha be praised. Freeze frame ending. Was it? I don't know how to, I'm not. I don't know. I'm not a martial artist, guys. Don't eat me alive. I'm a fraud. I don't actually know anything. Kung Fu is terrible, but I don't try for you guys. Actually, I lied. You know what I mean? I can fight myself good, right?